stop scrolling. If you're hearing this, you were chosen to receive 7 miracle blessings. Starting today, November 9th, 2025. This isn't luck, it's activation day. And what's coming next was written in your destiny long before you were born. But here's the catch. Not everyone watching will finish this message. Only the ones who do will see the proof within 24 hours. Comment, "I claim my 7 blessings," if your soul just felt that. Something changed at 3:33 a.m. last night. It wasn't random. The energy around you shifted. You might have felt a sudden wave of emotion, a heartbeat that didn't make sense, or that strange feeling that something was watching over you. That wasn't your imagination. It was the signal. Every chosen one across the planet felt it. The universe just sent a frequency spike, and it carried your name inside it. It means you've been marked for transformation. Not next week, not next month, now. You're standing in the middle of a massive energy reset. Everything you once thought was stuck is about to start moving. Fast. People will leave, plans will shift, situations will flip overnight. And when it happens, don't panic. Don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What's this making space for?" Because that's the real secret. Before the blessing arrives, something must break. Sometimes it's a friendship, sometimes it's your job, sometimes it's an old version of you. It's not loss, it's divine rearrangement. The universe is moving pieces around so your miracle can land exactly where it belongs. If things start falling apart this week, that's not destruction. That's preparation. You're being positioned for something 10 times bigger than what you're letting go of. The struggle is just the system rebooting. You might feel emotional. You might feel disconnected. But that's because your old vibration can't survive where you're going. Every chosen one goes through this energetic detox right before their miracle appears. Here's the twist. The shift won't look holy. It'll look messy. It'll look like arguments, delays, confusion, silence. That's how energy breaks patterns. The old frequency must collapse so the new one can stabilize. You may lose something, but watch what comes in its place. A call that changes everything. A message you didn't expect. A sign that proves this was real all along. Your higher self is already ahead of you, rearranging timelines. That's why you're hearing this message right now. It's your confirmation. And deep down, you can feel it, can't you? That strange mix of peace and pressure. That's your spirit waking up. It's saying, "I'm ready." You've been through too much to doubt your power now. You didn't come this far just to quit before the shift. Everything you lost carried lessons. Everything you survived carried proof. Now, everything you desire is carrying your name. But you have to trust the disruption, the delay, the silence, the waiting. None of it's random. It's the universe checking your faith level before it delivers your reward. And if you've been feeling alone, remember this. Every chosen one feels isolated right before their breakthrough. It's not punishment, it's alignment. When you vibrate higher, you naturally separate from anyone still living in fear, chaos, or doubt. The next few days will reveal who's meant to stay and who's meant to go. Don't chase what's leaving. It's clearing your path. Don't cling to what's crumbling. It's making room. The energy around you is upgrading. Your aura is expanding. Your timeline is resetting. You're not being rejected. You're being redirected. You're not losing control. You're gaining clarity. Here's what you need to remember. The universe never removes without replacing. If it's gone, something greater is already en route. If it's silent, something powerful is loading. And if it hurts, It's only because you're breaking through the last layer of resistance. This shift isn't here to scare you. It's here to wake you. You are stepping into a version of yourself that your past couldn't handle. And the moment you stop fighting the flow, the blessings will start flooding in. So take a breath, let go, and say this out loud. I'm not afraid of the shift. Say it until you feel it. Say it until the fear dissolves. Say it until your body vibrates with peace instead of panic. Because that single declaration unlocks the frequency of faith. And faith is the password to miracles. Type it in the comments. If you're ready to release control, I'm not afraid of the shift. The second you write it, the universe will recognize your signal. And once it does, nothing will ever be the same again. The first blessing that activates after the shift is the money flow. For weeks, it might have felt like your finances were stuck, like something invisible kept blocking your abundance. That wasn't failure. That was the pause before overflow. You're about to experience what I call a financial resurrection. The moment the old energy clears, money begins to move toward you. Fast, not slowly, not in pieces, but in sudden, unexpected waves. You'll notice it first through signs. 1111 on a receipt, 777 on a license plate, 808 on your phone battery, random numbers that follow you everywhere. Those aren't coincidences. Those are confirmation codes. They mean the energy of prosperity has locked onto your frequency. And here's what you need to understand. Money is not paper. Money is energy. It doesn't chase, it flows. And it flows to those who believe they already have it. You've been trained to think money comes through effort, struggle, exhaustion. But the truth is, abundance isn't earned. It's aligned. You attract what you match, not what you want. Here's the twist. The more you beg the universe for money, the more you tell it that you don't have any. The more you speak, I'm broke, the more that frequency becomes your reality. You're not broke, you're just broadcasting lack. The moment you switch that broadcast to belief, everything changes. Start walking like it's already yours. Start speaking like it's already flowing. Start giving thanks for it before it arrives, because that's the key that opens the gate. Say this right now. I am the frequency of wealth. Not I want wealth. Not I'm trying to be wealthy. Say it as if it's already true, because it is. The money doesn't show up to make you believe. It shows up after you believe. That's the divine paradox. Think back on your life. How many times did money appear out of nowhere when you stopped panicking? When you said, I'll be fine. And somehow, you were. That wasn't luck. That was your energy letting go of resistance. Abundance can't flow into a closed fist. It can only flow into open hands. Hands that trust the process. And right now, you're standing in the perfect position for overflow. The universe is watching to see how you speak, how you think, how you respond. Every thought is an instruction to the field. When you say, money always finds me, it listens. When you say, I'm always struggling, it listens. So the question is, what are you teaching the universe to deliver? Here's the truth no one tells you. Financial miracles don't start in your bank account. They start in your mindset. Your reality is just a reflection of the story you tell yourself every day. So rewrite that story and watch how fast things shift. Say this again, slowly, like you mean it. I am the frequency of wealth. That's not just an affirmation, it's a password. It tells the universe, send abundance here. When you say it with conviction, you're aligning your vibration with flow. And flow is where money lives. The next 72 hours will bring confirmation, an unexpected refund, a message about an opportunity, a job call, a random credit, a stranger's generosity. Whatever form it takes, don't question it. Just receive it. That's your sign that the money flow has begun. But remember this twist. The blessing can't multiply if you hoard it in fear. Give when guided. Help when called. Generosity keeps the current alive. When you release with gratitude, you create space for more. That's how abundance works. Circulation, not stagnation. You're not chasing money, you're magnetizing it. And the magnet only activates when your energy says, I already have enough. If you've struggled for too long, this is your reset. You're not meant to live in survival mode. You're meant to thrive, expand, overflow. You'll feel the shift, first as peace, then as proof. Peace always arrives before prosperity. When your mind stops screaming, your blessings start speaking. So breathe. Stop worrying about the how. That's not your job. It's the universe's. Your only job is to believe it's already done. Say it once more, louder this time. I am the frequency of wealth. Now anchor it. Comment it 7 times right now. Not because it's superstition, but because repetition rewires reality. Every time you type it, you're stamping it into the quantum field. Type it until you feel it vibrating through your body. Type it until your doubts disappear. Type it until the energy around you shifts. And when it does, you'll notice it. The calls, the credits, the signs. The flow will start small, but it will grow fast. You'll know this message was real when you see the proof, and you will. Because wealth doesn't chase noise, it follows energy. And your energy just told the universe, loud and clear, I am the frequency of wealth. The second blessing that awakens after the shift is heart alignment. This one isn't about money or luck. It's about connection. It's the moment when the universe starts syncing your heart with someone who vibrates on the same frequency as you. You felt the emptiness, the silence, the nights where you wondered if love was ever meant for you. That wasn't rejection. That was calibration. Your energy was being tuned, your standards were being rewritten, and your soul was being positioned for alignment. Someone who mirrors your light is moving toward you. It could be a new soul or a familiar one returning in a new form. You won't have to chase it, prove it, or force it. This time, it will feel like peace, not performance. When it shows up, you'll know. Your body will recognize the frequency before your mind can explain it. But here's the twist. The universe always tests your heart before it heals it. That means, before your divine match arrives, old wounds resurface. People from the past might text you out of nowhere. Old memories might replay in your dreams. Triggers you thought were gone might return. Don't see that as regression. See it as the final cleanse. You can't receive sacred love while your heart still vibrates with pain. Forgiveness is not weakness. It's the doorway to your upgrade. When you forgive, you release emotional debt. And emotional debt blocks love the same way fear blocks miracles. This week, something may happen that forces you to feel what you avoided. Instead of closing off, let it flow through you. Tears are not breakdowns, they're spiritual detox. Every emotion that surfaces is clearing the space where real love is meant to land. You might notice signs, hearts in random places, songs that talk about reunion, or sudden memories of someone you can't explain. That's your higher self, reminding you that alignment is already in motion. It's saying, stay open. Don't give up now. If you've been alone for a long time, this is your season of connection. But you must understand, Love arrives when peace replaces panic. When you stop begging for attention and start radiating self-worth, love naturally appears. The frequency of desperation repels what you want. The frequency of wholeness attracts it effortlessly. So repeat after me. My heart is open, not guarded, not half-healed. Open. Say it like you mean it. Because when you declare that, the universe hears permission. Permission to send the one who matches your truth. This alignment isn't always romantic. Sometimes it's a friend, a mentor, or a soul connection that shifts your destiny. Every person entering your life from this point forward is part of your elevation timeline. They'll either heal you, mirror you, or help you grow. But don't confuse testing with timing. If someone from your past returns, look at their energy, not their words. If they've evolved, it may be divine closure or divine continuation. If they haven't, bless them and move forward without guilt. The universe doesn't repeat lessons you've mastered. It only replays what you ignore. So if the same kind of person keeps showing up, it's not bad luck. It's unlearned boundaries. Love alignment means your boundaries now act like filters, allowing only what resonates with your worth. Here's the real beauty. Once your heart aligns, everything else aligns too. Opportunities flow easier. Creativity expands. Peace becomes your default. Because love is the highest vibration. It's the current that connects you to every other blessing. That's why this phase matters so much. When your heart heals, your timeline accelerates. You begin attracting everything that matches joy instead of pain. Your days feel lighter. Your intuition sharpens. You stop chasing people and start attracting presence. You'll know it's working when you feel calm instead of anxious about the future. That calm is not boredom. It's stability. And stability is what miracles build on. If an old memory hurts this week, smile through it. That's your soul deleting the old script. Say quietly, "Thank you for the lesson. I'm free now," and watch how fast the energy around you softens. The new connection coming toward you will not trigger your insecurities. It will remind you how safe love can feel. It won't drain you. It will refill you. It won't demand your proof. It will recognize your value instantly. You deserve that kind of love because you've already become that kind of love. You've poured into others without receiving enough back, and the universe has noticed. Now it's time for balance. So, as this alignment unfolds, don't chase, don't beg, just stay open. The moment you close your heart out of fear, you freeze the flow. The moment you open it again, everything starts moving. Right now, your energy is calling in your match. Every heartbeat is a signal, and the right soul is already feeling it. That's how quantum connection works. So take one deep breath and say it again. My heart is open. Type it in the comments if you mean it. Write it until you feel warmth in your chest. That warmth is your confirmation. It means alignment has started. And when it completes, you won't need a sign. You'll simply know. Every chosen one goes through this stage, the shadow test. It's the moment when everything feels like it's falling apart, right before it falls into place. Plans freeze. People pull away. Energy drops for no reason. You start questioning everything. Your path, your purpose, your strength. But listen carefully, you're not collapsing. You're activating light through pressure. The shadow test isn't punishment. It's proof that your energy has leveled up. When your vibration rises, anything that can't match it begins to shake loose. That shaking feels like chaos, but it's actually alignment in motion. You might wake up tired. You might feel unmotivated. You might think, "I'm going backward." You're not. You're being stripped of everything that hides your true power. The darkness you're facing is just the echo of your old self fighting to survive. Here's the twist. The darker it gets, the closer you are to your breakthrough. The pressure you feel right now is the same energy that diamonds are born from. Light doesn't prove itself in sunshine. It proves itself in the storm. So if life suddenly feels heavy, don't break. Breathe. This is the universe's way of saying, you're almost there. It's clearing out what can't go with you into the next level. You'll notice people acting distant or strange. Let them. Not everyone is meant to stand in your glow. When you start shining brighter, some people's shadows get louder, and that's okay. Don't chase anyone who chooses distance. Their exit is your protection. Sometimes blessings come disguised as endings. Sometimes peace arrives looking like isolation. When you're meant to evolve, the universe will remove every comfort that keeps you small. If your plans get delayed, it's not denial. It's divine timing. If doors close, it's because your name isn't meant to be whispered there anymore. You're being rerouted, not rejected. The shadow test asks one question only. Will you trust your light when you can't see it? That's the measure of real faith. Anyone can believe when things look perfect. The chosen prove their belief when everything looks impossible. So when the anxiety hits, speak this truth. Darkness is proof of my light. Say it until it feels real. Because the moment you do, you shift from victim to vessel, and the shadow loses its power. Every delay, every silence, every no, they're not walls, they're mirrors. They show you the fears still hiding inside you. Face them, don't run, because once you meet your shadow, it becomes your strength. You'll notice after this test that you no longer need validation. You'll stop over-explaining yourself. You'll stop begging for energy that doesn't match yours. That's the afterglow of healing. The most powerful version of you isn't the one who never breaks. It's the one who bends, burns, and still believes. Remember this: breakthroughs are never born in comfort. They happen when your faith outlasts your fear. And right now, that's exactly what's happening. So instead of saying, I can't do this, say, this is where I rise. Every time you feel pressure, whisper, I'm being refined, not punished. That mindset turns pain into power. Your emotions may fluctuate, one day full of fire, the next day numb. Don't judge the waves. They're proof that energy is moving. You're shedding timelines, identities, and expectations that no longer fit your new vibration. And when it feels like everything is gone, something miraculous happens. Peace enters. Not because everything's fixed, but because you finally stop fighting the process. That peace is your confirmation that the shadow test is ending. Soon, you'll look back and realize the darkness was never your enemy. It was your teacher. It taught you patience, strength, and self-trust. It taught you that silence isn't absence, it's recalibration. So, stand firm. Say it again. Darkness is proof of my light. Type it 10 times in the comments if you refuse to break. Every repetition tells the universe, I'm still here. I'm still believing. Because once you pass this test, everything accelerates. The heaviness fades. The opportunities reappear. And when that first ray of light returns, you'll understand you were never falling apart. You were just being rebuilt for brilliance. Now listen carefully, because what's about to unfold isn't random. It's confirmation. You've made it through the alignment, the tests, and the shadows. And now, the universe is ready to show you proof that everything you've felt, every sign you've seen, every whisper you've heard, was real. Within the next 24 hours, you'll receive that proof. It might come as a message from someone you haven't heard from in a while. It might come as a dream that feels too vivid to ignore. It might be a stranger's words, spoken at the perfect moment, carrying a truth meant only for you. Or maybe it's a symbol, a number, a song, a sudden shift in the air that makes your heart race. However it arrives, you'll know it. Your body will recognize it before your mind does. That chill down your spine, that deep sense of, this is it? That's your signal. But here's the twist. It's not enough to just notice the sign. You have to acknowledge it instantly. Say it out loud or whisper it softly. I see you, universe. Those 4 words unlock the next level of your manifestation. Because the moment you acknowledge divine proof, you send a message back to the universe. I'm aware. I'm aligned. I'm ready. And once the universe knows you're paying attention, it multiplies your blessings. That's the law of awareness. What you recognize, you magnetize. You see, most people miss their signs because they expect fireworks, something dramatic, obvious, cinematic. But the universe often whispers before it roars. It shows up in simple, sacred ways. A feather, a text, a number, repeating over and over. And if you ignore those whispers, it has to shout louder. So this time, when the sign arrives, don't question it. Don't brush it off as coincidence. Say it instantly. I see you, universe. That's how you seal your energetic contract. That's how the signal becomes a surge. The proof becomes power. The moment you do, you'll feel it. Your energy shifts. A sense of warmth or calm moves through you, as if reality itself nodded back. That's how you know the circuit is complete. You and the universe are finally in real-time conversation. Understand this. You've been sending signals to the divine for weeks, prayers, intentions, affirmations. Now, the universe is replying. This proof is the reply you've been waiting for. And the quicker you recognize it, the faster the next wave arrives. That's why awareness matters. Awareness is the frequency where miracles operate. When you say, I see you, universe, you tell creation that you're awake, that you're not lost in fear or doubt anymore, that you're ready for the overflow. And once you reach that level of consciousness, life stops being random. The right people appear, the right messages arrive, even your timing begins to synchronize perfectly. This isn't magic, it's alignment. You've raised your vibration high enough to match your manifestations. So when that proof appears, and it will, take a moment to pause. Breathe it in. Smile. Because that small sign carries a massive message. You're not imagining this. You're creating this. If you've been asking for reassurance, this is it. If you've been feeling unseen, this is your confirmation. If you've been wondering whether your path is real, this is your sign that it's unfolding exactly as it should. Your only job is to acknowledge it. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for more evidence. Faith doesn't ask for proof. It recognizes it. And when you comment or say, I see you, universe, something powerful happens. Your energy expands. Your vibration spikes. You start attracting faster. Because gratitude is the most magnetic force in the universe. You become a living signal of faith. You stop chasing signs and start becoming one. Every time you affirm that you see the universe sees you back. That's the feedback loop of miracles. It's not about luck, it's about awareness and alignment. So here's your mission for the next 24 hours. Stay open. Every text, every conversation, every dream, watch closely. Because the proof won't always shout. Sometimes it whispers your name through ordinary moments. When it comes, You'll know. Your heart will skip a beat, your body will react, your soul will recognize the pattern. That's not imagination. That's confirmation. Say it once more. I see you, universe. Let those words anchor into your energy field. Because when you acknowledge the divine in small moments, it prepares you for big miracles. The universe has been waiting for this moment. The moment you'd finally see clearly, without fear, without resistance. Now that you do, the gates open. Everything that once felt stuck begins to move. Opportunities find you. Synchronicities surround you. It's the ripple effect of recognition. And when that first wave of proof arrives, smile. You've just entered the timeline where your manifestations start showing up in physical form. It's not coming someday, it's starting now. So declare it with full confidence. I see you, universe. Type it in the comments if you're ready to witness your proof. Say it every time something aligns. Watch how your reality bends to meet your awareness. Because this is how you move from belief to evidence, from asking for signs to living as one. Your proof is not in the distance. It's already on its way to you, right now. Chosen one, it's time. The 7 miracle blessings are unlocking, one by one. Peace. The storm that once shook your spirit is settling. You'll feel calm where chaos used to live. Clarity. Confusion fades. Decisions that once felt impossible now flow with ease. You finally see your path without doubt or fog. Abundance. The flow begins. Money, resources, and opportunities align to meet you halfway. You've entered the vibration of overflow. Love. The right hearts are being guided toward yours. You'll attract what mirrors your healing, not your pain. Protection. What was meant to harm you will now work for you. Your energy is shielded. No weapon formed can touch your peace. Power. Your voice carries weight again. You'll notice how people listen differently when you speak from truth. Purpose. Everything you've survived now connects. Every delay, every detour, every heartbreak. It all led you right here to this activation moment. Pause. Breathe. You didn't find this message found you. That means your timeline just shifted. Right now, reality is rearranging itself to fit your faith. But here's the final twist. To complete this activation, you must seal it with intention. Type this phrase 7 times in the comments, no less, no hesitation. I accept all 7 blessings now. Say it with power because those words are a digital signature. They mark the exact moment your miracle timeline begins. When you do, the clock starts ticking. Within days, signs will multiply. Doors will open. Things that once resisted you will suddenly move in your favor. And as it happens, remember, your belief triggered it. Final call, chosen one. If your soul feels awake, share this message, because somewhere, another chosen one is waiting for this same activation right now. Soft whisper. Activation complete. Your blessings are live. Go live like it's already done.